Welcome to Pool Tech of Tomorrow. I'm Chrissy, and this is...
Chris, hello. Now, normally you would see us in our studio, but today we're at a real pool.
This little oasis is my very own personal pride and joy.
Well, it is a nice pool/lagoon, but I understand there's a crocodile alert in effect until 9 p.m. at the deep end.
Well, Chris, you can just kid all you like, but I have added some new technology that's done wonders, not just for my pool, but also for little old moi.
Well, now that you mention it, I have noticed some changes about you.
Like?
Well, for example, you've lost that overpowering chlorine smell, and the greenish tint that is usually present in your hair is gone.
Well, thank you, I think. But you did just mention two benefits of moving away from what I like to call the chlorine factor.
Now, specifically, you're referring to chemical chlorine that is made in a chemical manufacturing facility.
And you have to be very careful. You go through the motions of dumping it in and then testing it and then waiting and on and on. But no more.
Let's show the folks what we're talking about. Now, what you're seeing here is a typical pool system, but what you should pay particular attention to is our featured technology, the AquaRite electronic chlorine generator by Goldline. You see, salt chlorine generators like this one have gained worldwide popularity and are now installed in approximately 30% of new pools here in the United States.
It's hard to believe that something so small could deliver so much.
It's just bursting with exceptional technology. The system can be installed very easily to your existing system.
Absolutely.
But now let's get into the functionality of this bad boy.
Okay. It's very simple. Now here's where the water goes in, and here is where the freshly chlorinated sanitized water comes out. And here is where all the magic happens.
Well, certainly it does seem like magic, but actually it's not. In fact, this AquaRite is really quite impressive. Electronic chlorine generators run off the principle of electrolysis.
Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know a thing about electrolysis.
It's important to note, chlorine from electronic salt generators offers the exact same benefits as chlorine from a chemical factory.
So it's the same level of sanitization as the chlorine you dump into your pool.
Yes, and technically speaking, chlorine used in this manner prevents algae from forming, kills harmful bacteria, etc.
So now, how much salt do we need to add?
Well, when you add the AquaRite to your pool or spa, you only need to add 1 teaspoon of salt for every gallon of water. And the salt stays in the water, so you'll rarely have to add more.
And because it is salt, you don't have to worry about the things that you don't like with chemical chlorine. Your hair changing color, strong chlorine odors, wearing gloves.
And it's easy on your eyes.
A lot like me, Chris?
Yeah. It really is a far superior alternative, both scientifically and on a level of personal preference.
Oh, this is yummy, Chris. Come on in.
The water is actually softer feeling and more silky, if you will, and your skin won't dry out.
Oh, Chris, you will love this AquaRite water.
So for those reasons, you'll want to swim for a longer duration in salt chlorine-generated pool water.
It feels fantastic. You've got to get over here.
Oh.
The overall difference is something you can feel and see, because it's just absolutely sparkling.
You left your,
Oh, Chris, feel the water. Isn't it just wonderful?
I don't believe I need to feel the water. I know what water feels like, being a trained professional in the field of chlorinology.
Lighten up, Chris. Watch out for alligators.
Okay.
Or was it crocodiles?
That's not necessary.
Which brings us to pool rule number 1. Always have fun. I'm Chrissy.
Yeah, and I'm Chris. That's enough for Pool Tech of Tomorrow for today.